Yeah, it's game day, baby. Got a couple hours, but let me put this down here for a second. Excuse me. Hopefully that's center. You still got to get in the gym. You know, get all your duties out the way. Half an hour in the gym. Already did some pull downs. Let's do I'll put this back. Put your equipment back, people, in the gym. If you use it, put it back. Let's do some of these. What I was saying is game day, right? Today is also MLK Day, Inauguration Day, and of course, OH. Let's get some of these in. MLK Day.
Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of a vast ocean of material prosperity. This nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is a faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day. This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning, "My country, tears of thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. And so let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghanies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California. Not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring, and when this happens, when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Man, what a powerful speaker. What he did with the, civil rights movement. What he did for the progress that we're at today, right? But, racism, it'll never go away, right? It'll never, ever. There's always going to be good and evil. Good and evil out there, but we've come a long way. And like I said, it'll never go away. My thoughts, as long as, I'm aware of good and evil, race wars, hatred towards one race or another. You know, I'm aware of it, right? But I try not to pay too much close attention to it. You know, the more attention you bring towards it or bring it up, I think it'll what's the word? It'll keep it more alive, you know? But just be aware that, you know, in certain situations it could, you know, play out in a negative way. That's all. Inauguration Day. All right, let's talk about that.
Are you going to reverse the immigration order?
Donald John Trump.
Okay. Whether you hate them, like them, you know, Democrat, Republican, he is the president, right? So, well, you hate or like him, just, you know, just hope or wish he does better for the country, you know. The better we are, I look at it like this, the better, let's say he does better, it'll be better for everybody, right? So just hope he does the right thing. That's all I gotta say about that. Inauguration Day. Today's the day, huh? So yeah, that's it. Just hope he does good, man. You know. And last but not least, yeah, it's game day. OHIO. Spread is 8.5. I didn't know it was that much to be in the championship game. So, you know, the professionals, Vegas, they got Ohio State winning, at least winning, right? But we see what happened with Michigan. That was like a 21, 23 point underdog. I think it's going to be a over under is 44.5, something like that. So they both got good defenses, right? I think I saw Notre Dame. They're like leading the country in defensive takeaways or points scored off of turnovers or something like that. So, and Ohio State's powerful offense. We'll see how that plays out. But I'm gonna be a Buckeye forever, though. So I think it'll be close. I don't think they'll cover the 8.5. I think it'll be a close game. Everybody thinks it's gonna be a defensive game, so I think it'll go over the 44.5. So that's my pick. Buckeyes to win, but not cover, and the over. let's see. I should ask I got a good friend. Every big game, whatever he picks is always the opposite. So hopefully he says the under or something. Or hopefully he says Ohio State will cover, but then they don't. But anyway, yeah, those are the three major topics of the day. January 20th, Monday. Get in the gym, drink your water, do your exercises. You know, plan ahead. You know, big game you want to watch. Get your stuff done before the game. You know, that's all it takes. A little bit of planning, no excuses. I'm in with that. I'm gonna do some, back. I still do the split. You know, push and pull split, black. I said black. Back and biceps, chest and triceps, right? I'm gonna get those in. I think this, I'm gonna end it right there. And, let's see. I'm gonna say this like I always say. Get your ass in the gym, man. That's all you gotta do. Get your ass in the gym. All right. Love y'all. Big day today.